Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I just want to let you know that I am not a nail tech in any way. I just like doing my nails for the low price of my time and effort. So my nails are already prepped. You see I got this kind of almond shape, and I'm trying to do what you saw on the thumbnail, if you saw it, an ombre powdered nail. And so I saw someone do this, but I didn't really pay attention to how. All I saw was powder and one of those spongy things. You'll see when I use it. And I was like, okay. So I tried it with base coat, and the nail was not sticky at all. So I was like, okay, that didn't work. I did smudge the stuff together. So I tried to use this Macart nail foil glue stuff. And here is my eyeshadow palette. This is not the best pigmented palette. I think it's Profusion. I have better palettes, so I don't really care to use it. But I think I should have used a more pigmented powders. But you know, this is just my first time, so here I am thinking, oh, this is gonna be great. Just put it on with my cotton swab. You see, it goes on pretty well into the, what do y'all call this? I don't even know what this is called. That's how much of a non-tech I am. But anyways, and I see I'm not good at putting colors together. Like, ew, this is the ugliest combination I think I could have came up with. But whatever, we really just experimenting. So you're just gonna see me try to pack in that color, and then you're gonna watch me fail. So just continue to watch, and I'll try to walk you through the disaster. And honestly, looking back, that wasn't too bad. I think just the purple was too light, and I don't know what I was expecting. I guess that wasn't too bad. I really just did a hot mess of a job placing the colors on. We're like, whoa, 3 straight lines. Okay, whatever. So then I just like to make the color more pop out. I just go direct apply from the cotton swab to the nail. Sorry y'all, my battery was dying, so the brightness or the flash on the video went off. So all I'm doing is, instead of doing it onto this, I don't know what to call that, I'm gonna call it a squeegee for now. I decided to go straight onto the nail. But then, since my nails were sticky, it was pulling the fibers off of the cotton, and really just, that was even worse. So I was like, oh gosh. So at least I would put a layer on the squeegee, and then, you know, put that on the nail to take some of that tackiness off of the nail, and then go in with the cotton swab after that. So that's all I'm doing. It's like, okay, direct cotton swab to the nail is not gonna work. So that's all I'm trying to do there, is at least give it one layer. It's not terrible. I just think it wasn't as like pigmented or as bold as I would have liked it. So now I'm just going back in with the cotton swab. That's what I'm going to do for all these nails. So my next thought was to, you know how when you do your eyeshadow and you do like a base with some foundation or something, and then you do the color that you want so your color pops better? I thought that would be the same, but no, that did not work. This was even worse. It was very faint when I put the color on, and so I just wiped that back off with the acetone, or no, that's alcohol. Sorry, I just wiped everything back off. So I was like, boo. So by now, I basically wiped the sticky layer off of those nails, because that was the Macart nail foil that was on there, drying and getting stickier. So I'm going back to what I was doing before, you know, placing the powder on the squeegee, doing a base layer of that on the nails to take away whatever stickiness is left, and then going back over it with the cotton swab to make the colors brighter and place them more specifically where I want. Not bad, very, very faint. So if you want just barely any color, I think that worked fine. Or if you want to do the color and then doing a whole nother layer of whatever sticky formula you have and like recure it and then just do it again, I think that'll work. I just didn't want to like do too many layers. Now I will say that for the other nail, I don't think I recorded it. I may have, but for the other nail, I didn't use cotton swabs. I did still use the Macart and, made a sticky layer, but then I used a eyeshadow brush and I went from lightest to darkest. So first I dipped it in the yellow and placed my yellow wherever I wanted. So you'll see the difference at the end a little bit, maybe between this left hand and my right hand. And so just to see if you could tell about the placement of the colors and how clean it looks from this hand to the other hand, and that's because the other hand I used a brush instead of fooling with the squeegee or the cotton swab. Anyways, enjoy. So this is the Macart again, the nail foil gel. I'm going to recure it and put another layer on it simply because you see, I don't know if you can see my thumb. My thumb is a whole lot more vibrant than the rest. I'm like, what? So anyways, I just did these 4 nails. I left the thumb alone and I did another layer here and I'm just going to go back over it. I'm not sure with what I use. We'll see. Okay, here's the brush. Okay, cool. So this is when I just started using the brush. I started with the yellow, placing it kind of where the yellow already was. So I didn't put random colors back on top. I stuck with the where those colors already were. So that's the method I'm using for the rest of these nails. And the right hand, I did not do 2 layers. So everything was fine just by using the brush, like straight out the gate. And I only needed 1 because I could just pack on as much as I needed to from the first layer. So that's the only difference between the left hand and the right hand. Alrighty, so here's everything, or the left hand anyway. I'm liking it. The more I did it, the more I looked at it and played around with it, I'm liking them. And I'm just going to put on a top layer of top coat. This is my right hand. I don't know if you can see just how much more cohesive everything looks. Just a little bit better. And I am running out of top coat, so I have to tip my bottle. I'm just not a nail professional. I'm just using what I got, trying to use every last drop of everything before I buy some more. If you know, y'all help me out. But we love a top coat moment. You see, we still have some some cotton swab material on the top of my nail, but we're just gonna put gel right over it and pretend like it's not there. It'll come off eventually. I'm not picky whatsoever about my nails, if y'all haven't been tell by now. As far as cuticles and stuff goes, I'm not that girl. I still get compliments on my nails. Nobody's looking that close in all reality. And I'm just proud that I'm doing them myself. And so if anybody have a problem with them, I'm like, well, I did it myself for the free. So that's that on that. I'm going to go ahead and be quiet. Thank y'all so much for watching and subscribing. I hope you learned from my mistakes. Let me know down in the comments what I should have done and what I could do next. Thanks for watching, y'all. Peace.